Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss dynamic keyword insertion, commonly known as DKI. Advertisers use DKI to match different keyword variation without manually writing a separate headline for every keyword. For example, a plumbing ad group may contain emergency plumber, 24-hour plumber, urgent plumbing help, and brass pipe repair. A generic headline such as local plumbing service may not confirm the exact service the customer needs. With DKI, the advertisement may display emergency plumber or brass pipe repair. This can improve perceived relevance, but if the keyword structure is messy, the inserted headline may become awkward, inconsistent, or unrelated to the landing pages. DKI does not fit true structure, it magnifies the quality of the existing keyword structure. In this presentation, we will learn how DKI works, what it can improve, how to use it safely, and how to judge performance using qualified leads and customer. Let's begin with why advertiser consider using DKI. So this is my slide 1. Imagine an emergency plumbing ad group containing emergency plumber, 24-hour plumber, urgent plumbing help, and brass pipe repair. This keyword represents the customer need. Urgent plumbing assistance, writing a separate advertisement for every variation may not be practical, but a generic headline such as local plumbing service may not immediately confirm the required service. A DKI headline can display emergency plumber, 24-hour plumber, or brass pipe repair. This gives the searcher faster service in confirmation. However, this works because the keyword group is tightly focused. If the same ad group contains bathroom remodeling, water heater installation, sewer replacement, and emergency plumbing, DKI may produce unrelated messages. Those services require different benefits, CTL, landing pages, and customer journey. DKI improves relevance when the keyword structure is focused. It creates consistency when the structure is mixed. DKI also changes only part of the advertisement. It does not automatically create trust through differentiation or persuasive benefit. Use DKI as a relevance tool, not as a replacement for campaign structure or persuasive copywriting. Now let's understand what DKI insert and how fallback text works. So this is my slide 2 where I describe what is dynamic keyword insertion is. Dynamic keyword insertion allows Google Ads to insert an label match keyword into part of the advertisement. The basic format is keywords/default text. For example, keyword emergency plumber. If the match keyword is emergency plumber, the headline may display emergency plumber. If the match keyword is 24-hour plumber, it may display 24-hour plumber. If the match keyword cannot be inserted, Google shows the default text emergency plumber. The default text must remain relevant, clear, professional, and strong enough to work independently. DKI normally insert the label match keyword, do not necessarily the customer exact search query. The customer may search need someone to fix brass pipe tonight, but the match keyword may be emergency plumber. The ad therefore display emergency plumber. So DKI does not automatically write the full advertisement, and benefits create trust, improve the landing page, or guarantee better result. DKI changes keyword to add wording. The advertiser remains responsible for the complete message. A strong setup requires a focused keyword theme, a safe default headline, and a persuasive fixed copy. Now let's examine what DKI can improve. So this is my slide 3 here I describe about why DKI can improve ad performance. When people scan Google advertisement, they look for a quick confirmation. They ask, does this business offer the service I need? A familiar service phrase can make an advertisement feel more relevant. For example, a customer searching for brass pipe repair. They may respond more quickly to brass pipe repair than professional plumbing service. DKI can support service confirmation, keyword to add relevance, the headline variation. It may also reduce the need to write several similar headlines. But DKI mainly answer, is the service I search for? It does not answer, why should I trust this company? Are they available now? What make them different? What should I do next? This question requires fixed headline and description. A strong formula is DKI service confirmation plus value differentiator plus trust plus call to action. For example, emergency plumber, supported by licensed and insured, 24/7 local service, upfront pricing, and call for immediate help. DKI creates relevance, the remaining copy creates trust, preferences, and action. Use DKI to confirm the service, then use fixed copy to pursue the customer. Let's apply this to an emergency plumbing setup. So this is my slide 4. Here I describe or put a real world example about emergency plumbing DKI. The ad group is emergency plumbing. The keyword include emergency plumber, 24-hour plumber, urgent plumbing help, and brass pipe repair. The DKI headline is emergency plumber. Supporting headline include licensed and insured, 24/7 service available, local Dallas technician, upfront pricing, and call for immediate help. The description says fast local help for leaks, burst pipes, and urgent plumbing problems. Licensed technician available 24/7. Now imagine the customer searches. 24-hour plumber near me. The match keyword is 24-hour plumber. The DKI headline may display 24-hour plumber. The customer may also see licensed and insured and call for immediate help. After clicking, the customer reaches an emergency plumbing page containing emergency plumbing in Dallas, 24/7 availability, a clickable phone number, local trust signals, and an immediate call to action. The setup worked because every keyword represents urgent plumbing intent. The inserted phrases sound natural. The default headline is relevant. The fixed copy create trust, and the page support the emergency service promise. The success comes from the complete customer journey, not the DKI syntax alone. DKI works best when keyword, theme, advertisement, and landing page support one customer need. Now let's examine the mistake that make DKI risky. The first mistake is using DKI in a mixed ad group. For example, plumber near me, bathroom remodeling, shower replacement, and water heater installation. This keyword represent different customer journey. One DKI advertisement cannot support them properly. The second mistake is assuming DKI insert the exact search query. It normally use the label match keyword. The third mistake is using weak default text. For example, keyword / our services. When insertion fails, our services provide little relevance or customer value. The fourth mistake is using DKI too many headline. The advertisement may become mechanical, repetitive, and keyword heavy. The fifth mistake is ignoring natural language. A keyword may work for targeting but sound awkward as a customer facing copy. The sixth mistake is expecting DKI to replace persuasion. The ad may repeat the service but provide no benefit, proof, offer, or reason to choose the business. Most DKI failures begin with poor keyword organization, weak default text, or unrealistic exceptions. If the structure is weak, restructure the ad group before using DKI. A short safety framework can prevent this problem. This is my slide 6. Here I describe best practice for using DKI safely. The first step is check the ad group theme. Every keyword should represent the same service, similar intent, and a compatible landing pages. The second step is preview every likely output. Ask, does it sound natural? Is it grammatically correct? Does it match the brand? Would I show it to a real customer? The third step is write a strong default headline. The fallback should remain relevant, specific, and persuasive. The fourth step is use DKI selectively. One DKI headline is often enough to test relevance without making the RSA repetitive. The fifth step is add fixed headline covering speed, trust, proof, local relevance, offer, and CTA. The sixth step is match the landing page. Every likely inserted page must be supported by the destination page. Using this readiness test, do all keywords represent one customer need? Will every phrase sound professional? Is the default text strong? Does the page support every likely output? If the all answer is yes, test DKI. If the all answer is no, use a manual headline or restructure first. DKI should be added after the structure passes a quality check. Focus keyword, natural output, strong fallback, and page alignment create a safe DKI. Once the setup is safe, compare DKI against manual copy. This is my slide 7. Here I describe about advanced insight, test relevance against persuasion. Experienced advertisers do not assume DKI will win. They compare it against strong manual headline. Version A, DKI lead headline. Keyword is drain cleaning. Possible display drain cleaning. Version B, benefit lead headline. Same day drain cleaning. Version A emphasizes service relevance. Version B combines the service with a customer benefit. Other test angle include speed, trust, offer, local proof, and risk education. Do not judge the winner using CTR alone. Review conversion rate, qualified lead rate, cost per qualified lead, appointment rate, close rate, and customer value. The DKI headline may produce a higher CTR, but a lower qualified lead rate. The benefit lead headline may produce fewer clicks but better customer. In that situation, the manual headline may be stronger business notice. The winner is not advertisement with the highest engagement. It is the one producing the strongest profitable outcome. Keep DKI when it improves relevant traffic, qualified leads, acquisition efficiency, or profitable customer volume. Limit it when it mainly increase low value clicks, poor leads, or weak sales. Test DKI relevance against manual persuasion and choose the business level winner. Let's finish with a practical implementation plan. And this is my slide 8. Here I put a dynamic keyword insertion action plan. Here is the complete process. Step 1. Choose one focus ad group. Start with one clear service such as emergency plumbing, AC repair, or drain cleaning. Step 2. Audit every keyword, remove keyword representing different services, different intentions, or awkward customer facing language. Step 3. Write the DKI headline. For example, keyword / emergency plumber. Step 4. Strengthen the fixed copy. Add headlines covering speed, trust, local relevance, proof, offer, and CTA. Step 5. Verify the landing page. Confirm that every inserted phrase matches the page. Service, message, proof, and action. Step 6. Preview likely outputs. Check spelling, capitalization, readability, tone, and character length. Step 7. Test against manual copy. Compare DKI with a strong benefit lead or trust lead headline. Step 8. Measure business outcomes. Review qualified lead, appointment, customer, closing rate, and acquisition cost. The final framework is tight keyword theme plus strong DKI default plus fixed persuasive copy plus matching landing page plus lead quality measurement equals responsible DKI use. Use dynamic keyword insertion as a controlled relevance tool, not as a shortcut for campaign structure, customer psychology, or persuasive copywriting. Test one focus ad group, vary every output, and keep DKI only when it improves customer quality and profitability. Let's summarize the most important lesson. Dynamic keyword insertion can display a keyword relevant phrase without creating separate ad for every variation. But DKI works safely only when the ad group is tightly themed. The phrases sound natural, the default headline is strong, and the landing page support every possible message. DKI mainly confirm this is the service you search for. The remaining advertisement must explain why the customer should trust the company, what makes the offer valuable, and what action to take. Avoid mixed intent ad group, weak fallback text, DKI repetition, awkward wording, and generic landing pages. Finally, test DKI against strong manual alternative, measure qualified leads, appointment, close rate, customer, and acquisition efficiency. The goal is not to insert more keyword. The goal is to create relevant, natural, persuasive, and profitable customer journey. This is how DKI can improve Google ad performance without sacrificing message quality, brand credibility, or lead quality. So thank you everyone. Now I would like to hear your question. Question may include DKI syntax, default text, keyword grouping, RSA headline, landing page alignment, A/B testing, or a qualified lead measurement. If you have any question about that topic, please feel free to ask me in my comment box.